Alright, so today's video is going to be just a little bit different, not because of the content contained within this video, but because I have had a different video planned for over 2 weeks now about Palestinian content being heavily censored on social media platforms. Mainly Snapchat is the main focus of that video. I'm still working on getting everything worked out for that video. It is going to be up at some point. I don't know when. Hopefully this week, if not definitely next week. But without further ado, today we're going to try to have a little bit of fun with this video, as much fun as we can have when we're listening to someone like Matt Walsh. But today we're going to react to a very, very short clip, and we're going to talk about it, of Matt Walsh saying that if you're an adult that works every day, you should never take sick days, ever, no matter what, because that's embarrassing, right? No, I am not making this up. Matt Walsh is he's a fan favorite here on the channel. So without further ado, here is Matt Walsh doing what he does best: be a complete and utter fucking ghoul.
A side note on the sick day thing is and you know, this will be unpopular especially with younger people, but you shouldn't be using sick days. Okay, I've used sick days maybe twice in 7 years, and in both of those cases because I lost my voice and I couldn't speak.
That's pretty embarrassing, though, Matt. You lost your voice and you couldn't speak. That's pretty embarrassing. Obviously, I'm joking because of what he says in this clip, but Matt Walsh, your job. I'm speaking directly to him here. Your job is to plop your ass down in a chair and speak into a microphone. Say stuff into a microphone that is written for you by other people. Okay. So, and you get paid very, very handsomely for that. You get paid way more than almost all Americans do that have, you get paid way more than working class Americans, okay? Way more, significantly more, to speak into a mic stuff that other people wrote for you. That's your job. So, for you, it probably is embarrassing for you to take sick leave because you have one of the easiest jobs in the entire goddamn world. Your job is to just run your fucking mouth. And I know what a lot of people, especially Matt Walsh fans, are probably going to sit here and comment like, you're doing the same thing here. Yes, that's true. This isn't my full-time job. I'm not getting paid 6 figures for this job either. I also don't have people that write this shit for me. But, I mean, just like, who is this connecting with, right? Who is sitting there saying, ah, yeah, I agree with Matt, yeah. We shouldn't have paid sick leave. I mean, obviously, you know, fucking companies, corporations would. I bet you they're jumping for joy when they hear this fucking asshole say some stuff like that. But like, what everyday American's gonna be like? Yeah, Matt Walsh. Yeah, I agree with that. Fuck paid sick leave.
You know, you can't blame me for that. It's impossible to do a podcast when you can't speak.
No, I can blame you for that. We can blame you for losing your voice. Maybe. You know, maybe I don't know what those 2 days in 7 years. I'm sure Matt Walsh has called out of work more than 2 days in 7 years. That's probably a load of horse shit. I'm not going to fact check it because I don't care. You know, Matt, maybe you wouldn't have lost your voice if maybe you advocated for paid sick leave because you probably caught something from someone else that was sick who probably had to come to work. Because I guess I've heard, and I've made videos on this, but the work culture at the Daily Wire is extremely toxic, very heinous. I do have a video up on this channel about how bad the Daily Wire is, which is not surprising. I believe they start like regular employees off, I think, $15 an hour, which is way less than this selfish asshole Matt Walsh makes. So, but again, you know, he's the voice of reason.
And even then, and anyone who has been watching the show for a while, you know this. I still came into the office and recorded a video with subtitles.
Whoa! Everybody stand up and clap. What a brave man! What a brave warrior! Matt Walsh is a lion. Dude, you're so awesome. You still came into the office? Wow, buddy. Great job. Good job. We're so proud of you. I'm so proud of Matt Walsh. Guys, he lost his voice, and he still was able to sit his ass down in a chair and speak into a microphone, something else that someone wrote for him. Yes. Wow. Incredible. This is one of the all-time greatest stories of overcoming, you know, immovable obstacles. I mean, this is one of the greatest feel-good stories of all time. Matt Walsh still came into the office and recorded a video. I don't know. If you're not like Matt Walsh, you're doing it wrong, guys.
When I lost my
So he's wait. So he's bragging about coming to work and being sick. That's fucking just icky, dude. Get away. That's nasty. Get away. That's so gross. What the fuck? That's such a weird thing to brag about. Hey, I went to work and I was sick. I was fucking hacking and coughing and whatever, couldn't talk, and I still came to work. I got all my coworkers sick. If you don't get your coworkers sick too, you're a pussy. You're a bitch. What? What?
When I lost my voice, if you recall. But generally speaking, again, I know this is unpopular, but sick days are for children, okay? They're for kids in school who are trying to stay home.
Yeah, if you're an adult that gets sick, fuck you, right? This is, again, the same guy who, I mean, right now he's advocating against universal paid sick leave, which there is no universal paid sick leave here in this country because America is the greatest country in the entire world. But this is the same guy who advocates against universal health care. He's probably got extremely good health care because he's a rich asshole. So, I mean, just, I don't know. This is just so dirty. It's just such an asshole thing to say. There are tens of millions. There are so many people that will lose their jobs. And we're going to go over here in a second. I know that I've been sitting here ranting and, making my shitty jokes that I love to make that no one laughs at. We're going to go over here some reasons as to why universal paid sick leave is actually better than saying no sick days for you. But it's just like, who legitimately, what working class American watches this shit and says, oh yeah, I like what he said? And I know people personally. There are people in my family that like Matt Walsh, Daily Wire. They watch him daily and they connect with what he's saying. And I'm just like, I can't wrap my head around it, man.
So they don't have to take a test that day. Like, with rare exception, taking a sick day as an adult should be pretty embarrassing for you.
No. Okay, you know what? We're not getting through all the clip. We're going to go over it here. No. Matt, okay, number one. Matt, do you want all of your employees to get sick? Like, people could come to work that are sick. They could possibly have a disease that could possibly be fatal. So if you want your workers to fucking die, then yeah, keep on advocating for that. But secondly, wouldn't you want, if you're running a business or whatever, wouldn't you want your employees to operate on their highest, best performance possible? Wouldn't you want them to do the best job they can possibly do? How are they going to do that if they're sick, right? Turn on your stupid, tiny, capitalist-loving brain, Matt, and seriously think about this, right? If you are a businessman and you say no sick days, if you call out sick, you're fired, then you are going to have to pay for another employee. It's going to cost you more as a businessman. I'm speaking from I love capitalism. Matt Walsh should be advocating for universal paid sick leave if he's if he truly loves capitalism so much, because he says he does. He says it's the greatest thing in the entire world. It costs you more money. More money when you tell your employees, hey, no paid sick leave, because then you either fire them because you're an asshole businessman, or they fucking quit and go work another job. Now you have to get a new employee. If they're a full-time employee, now you have to give them benefits. Now you have to do all of this stuff because you didn't want to provide paid sick leave. I mean, there is no version. There is no reason. There's not even an illegitimate reason why anyone would say something like Matt Walsh said. It is just the most batshit dumb thing I think I've ever heard him say. And I've said that a lot about Matt Walsh, but I truly do mean it this time. Again, there are tons and tons of different things that universal paid sick leave would help workers and also the economy here in the United States. Paid sick time benefits workers' health. Workers without paid sick leave are more likely than workers with leave to forgo medical care for themselves and their families. Paid sick time strengthens public health. Again, if all of your employees are getting sick, and they could get so sick that they literally are unable to show up to work, paid sick time is good for businesses and the economy. Matt Walsh, I'm speaking to you and your capitalist brain. Please, It just doesn't. Guys, I'm like, now I'm starting to lose my shit a little bit. Like, actually, I can't get around this clip. I can't wrap my head around it. No, like, who agrees with that? Who actually agrees with that? Except for, again, the uber wealthy who are already exploiting other people's labor and don't give a shit about the people that they are literally stealing money from out of their pockets every day. The vast majority of people that watch this clip are not going to agree with it because it is fucking stupid. It makes absolutely no sense from any perspective.
Calling your boss and saying, sorry, I can't come in today, my tummy hurts, is humiliating. You need to be at work, okay?
It's only humiliating. It's not humiliating, but the reason it could be humiliating is because of fucking pussies like Matt Walsh that get on their massive platform and say some shit like that. It's not embarrassing to call out of work if you're legitimately sick. That's not embarrassing at all, right? Like, if you think that's embarrassing, you're just a fucking idiot. There's nothing else to say to you. So Matt Walsh, you're a fucking idiot.
Adults don't have time to be sick. They don't have time for it. That's. I was just having this.
Yeah, guys. Listen to the guy whose ass sits in a chair all day, does like what, an hour and a half show every day. People wrote the script for him for his show. They vet all the stories. It's a bunch of producers behind the scenes that get paid way less money than Matt. Yeah, listen to him, guys. He's just like you are. He's just like every working class American is.
Conversation with my kids recently, actually, because I was kind of under the weather, and my kids were aware of that, and they said, "Well, so why are you going to work?" I said, "Because I don't have time to be sick. Okay, I don't know. I can't be. I don't have time. But you are sick, yeah, but I don't have time for it. So it's like I'm operating as though I'm not."
Wow. So Matt Walsh just said that he doesn't give a fuck about his family at all. That's pretty much what I just got from what he just said there. He said his kids came to him with a concern. If that's true, that's actually like really fucking fucked up and like makes me feel really sad for his wife and his children. That's like really embarrassing that he just admitted that on camera. His kids came to him because he said he was feeling sick. Excuse me. Now look, I'm getting sick from watching him. Shit's coming through the screen. He said that his kids came to him with a legitimate concern because he was feeling under the weather. That's embarrassing for you, Matt. You shouldn't be sick, right? You don't have time for that. Kids came to him with a legitimate concern, said, hey, we know you're not feeling good. Why are you going to work? And he told his kids he doesn't have time to be sick and went to work anyway. So if Matt Walsh did have something that was, potential fatal disease, and, he knew that he was sick and he still went into work and never, went to the doctor or whatever, still, because, you don't have time to be sick if you're an adult, and then fucking died. I mean, like, I know that sounds like kind of fucked up saying it out loud, but I mean, like, so he just doesn't give a shit about his kids or his wife. He doesn't care, because if he truly did, and Matt Walsh is a complete, he is scum, the absolute lowest scum of the earth. Don't get me wrong, but if he truly cared about his kids and his wife, then he would at least try to take care of himself. But clearly he doesn't. Clearly his brain has been rotted into quite literally almost nothing at this point because, again, this was 1 minute and 24 seconds, and this is a 14-minute video. This has been very long of me talking about this clip. I don't even know how to end this because I could just keep going on and on and on. I feel like I'm repeating myself, though. That's going to be it for the video. I know I was kind of all over the place in this one. We're trying to have a little bit of fun with this one because, again, the video that I have had planned for almost 2 weeks now, I am just having so many, we'll call them logistical issues with that video. But I'm going to get it all straight. That's it for this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on notifications so you guys never miss an upload.